Greetings, fellow time travelers. Welcome back to Secrets of the Ancients, where we uncover the hidden mysteries of lost civilizations and dive deep into the secrets that shaped our world. I'm your archaeological guide, ready to take you on another mind-bending journey through the Prehistoric. Today's discovery will absolutely blow your mind. We're heading to a tiny Mediterranean island where giants once walked among mortals, underground cities hide elongated skulls, and massive stone temples were built thousands of years before the pyramids of Egypt. Before we unveil these incredible secrets, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss the ancient mysteries we're about to reveal. Picture this scene with me. Over 4,000 years ago on a cold night in Malta, a simple farmer notices something terrifying. The sky turns orange, then blood red, the ground begins to shake. But this isn't an earthquake. When he looks toward the forest, he sees a silhouette, taller than the trees themselves. A giant woman. But here's what will absolutely amaze you. This wasn't just a legend. Recent archaeological discoveries have uncovered evidence that's making scientists rewrite everything we know about this ancient civilization. Let me take you back in time. Malta, this tiny island country located in the Mediterranean Sea, just south of Europe, has been a crossroads of civilizations for millennia. The Phoenicians, Greeks, Romans, and Carthaginians all fought to control this strategically vital archipelago. But long before any of these mighty empires arrived, something extraordinary was happening here. The giant woman introduced herself as Suna. Unlike the terrible giants of many ancient tales, Suna didn't want to exterminate humanity. She was loving and caring, offering to protect the Maltese people from invaders. And here's where the story becomes absolutely incredible. Suna began moving massive stones, building a magnificent temple called Gigantija, which literally means place of giants. Pay attention to this mind-blowing detail. Some of these monolithic rocks weigh as much as 20 elephants. Scholars estimate it would take 50 men working together to lift just one stone. Suna allegedly carried these enormous blocks on her shoulder while holding her half-giant, half-human child on the other shoulder. She supposedly lived exclusively on beans and honey. Now the funniest bit here is that Malta is the 10th smallest country in the world, yet it somehow managed to host giants. In the first decade of the 20th century, Malta's National Museum director received an urgent phone call. Someone had accidentally discovered something absolutely incredible underground, a place called the Hypogeum, which means underground in Greek. What archaeologists found there changed everything we thought we knew about ancient Malta. This wasn't just any archaeological site. The Hypogeum looked like an entire underground city filled with mazes and rooms stretching across multiple floors, all carved from limestone, the same material as the massive temples above ground. It was clearly a sacred burial site filled with bones, skeletons, and ancient artifacts. But here's what made archaeologists' jaws drop. Among the regular human remains, they discovered elongated skulls. These weren't normal human skulls, fellow explorers. These mysterious craniums were hidden from the public for years, sparking intense debate in the scientific community. What were these strange skulls? Some scientists wondered if they were naturally formed or artificially manipulated through head-binding practices, which we know some ancient cultures performed. Other researchers threw out even more incredible hypotheses. Could these be evidence of the legendary giants? Were they sculptures worshipping otherworldly deities? The mystery deepened, but it doesn't stop there, ancient seekers. The megalithic temples of Malta have been standing strong since 3,500 years before Christ, making them even older than the pyramids of Egypt. Let that sink in for a moment. These structures were built before humans even invented writing, yet they required advanced technological skills that seem impossible for Stone Age farmers. The Gigantija temple complex is absolutely absurd in its construction. The South Temple has a corridor with 4 oval rooms on the sides, looking like a giant shamrock leaf. In one of these rooms, scientists found altars decorated with intricate spiral patterns, clear evidence of ritualistic purposes. The North Temple is similar but smaller, with an incredibly low entrance that forces people to crouch down. You see the symbolism? You must bow down to enter this sacred space. Here's something that will fascinate you. Archaeologists uncovered mysterious figurines popularly known as the Fat Ladies. These tiny statues have wonderfully round bodies and faces that celebrate the joy of life. Scientists believe these were symbols of well-being and prosperity, proving that the ancient Maltese had advanced craftsmanship skills and were highly intentional with their constructions. One particular statue stands out, the Sleeping Lady. This beautiful Neolithic piece of art depicts a large woman lying on her side, peacefully sleeping. After deeper study, scientists believe this statue represents the Great Reaper herself, which makes perfect sense since it was found in the Hypogeum burial complex. But Malta isn't the only place hiding underground secrets, fellow time detectives. Let me take you on a global journey through some of Earth's most mysterious forbidden places and hidden tunnels. Deep beneath Central Europe, particularly in Bavaria, Germany, lies a network of approximately 2,000 mysterious underground passageways called Erdstall tunnels. These narrow, cramped corridors date back to the Middle Ages, possibly as early as the 12th century. What's truly puzzling about these tunnels is that despite extensive research, nobody knows why they were built. Were they storage spaces, hiding places during raids, spiritual passages? The mystery remains unsolved. Now, here's something that will absolutely blow your mind. In 2009, a farmer in southern Brazil was driving his tractor through a cornfield when it suddenly sank into the ground. What he discovered beneath was a tunnel about 6.5 feet high and wide, extending about 50 feet long. But here's the incredible part. When researchers examined the walls, they found deep claw marks. This wasn't human-made. What the farmer had uncovered was a paleo burrow, a prehistoric tunnel dug by ancient creatures like giant ground sloths and giant armadillos from over 10,000 years ago. Imagine this. Take a hamster, now increase it to the size of an elephant, a 13-foot-tall hamster that could walk on 2 legs. Over 1,500 of these paleo burrows have been discovered across southern Brazil, making it the area with the highest concentration of such sites worldwide. Let's venture to Turkey, ancient explorers, where another spine-chilling mystery awaits. In Hierapolis, there's a small stone doorway that ancient Romans believed was a portal to the underworld itself. They called it Plutonium, named after Pluto, the deity of death. Romans would walk in carrying perfectly healthy bulls, but after just a few minutes these massive animals would collapse and die as if struck by some mysterious force. But here's what's truly weird. Nothing happened to the people. They could walk in and out just fine. Recent scientific studies have finally solved this ancient mystery. Beneath Hierapolis lies a geological crack that constantly emits volcanic carbon dioxide, which rises as a visible mist. The carbon dioxide concentration, about 15 inches above the arena floor, can reach 35%, deadly for animals and anyone who breathes it. But the taller Romans, standing upright, breathed above this deadly layer and survived unharmed. So, fellow ancient seekers, what have we discovered today on our incredible archaeological journey? We've traveled from the giant-built temples of Malta with their mysterious elongated skulls, through the enigmatic Erdstall tunnels of Europe, into the prehistoric burrows carved by giant sloths in Brazil, and finally to the deadly gas-filled gates of the underworld in Turkey. These discoveries raise profound questions. Were the legends of giants based on actual beings who once walked our Earth? What advanced knowledge did ancient civilizations possess that we're only beginning to understand? Why do so many cultures across the world share similar stories of giants and underground mysteries? Here's my question for you. Time travelers. What do you think about the elongated skulls found in Malta? Do you believe they could be evidence of giants, or were they the result of ancient head-binding practices? Share your theories in the comments below. I read every single one, and your insights often inspire our next archaeological adventures. Before we part ways, remember to subscribe to Secrets of the Ancients and hit that notification bell. Next week, we're traveling to the Americas to uncover the shocking engineering secrets of the Inca Empire, how they built a massive empire spanning thousands of miles without ever inventing the wheel. Trust me, what we'll discover will challenge everything you thought you knew about ancient technology. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and never stop seeking the truth hidden in the shadows of time. This is Secrets of the Ancients, signing off from another incredible